Hola, buenas, vamos a seguir dándole al Final Fantasy XVI, ese precioso juego de fantasía épica, alienígenas y viajes en el tiempo. De repente nos han metido ahí un montón de vainas loquísimas y hay mucho que comentar del vídeo anterior. He intentado asimilar como he podido todo lo que pasó, que fue mucho, y mientras os doy la chapa con eso, voy a ver en el modo desafío las animaciones del combate con Garuda cuando te equivocas, porque cuando fallas uno del cuadrado o R1, pues sale otra animación diferente. Así que a ver qué hay por aquí. A ver, empezamos bien. ¡Oh! Error. Ahora aquí. Empiezo muerto. Empiezo con un ostión que flipas, vale. Pues eso, aparecieron unos aliens, bueno, uno concretamente, así más grande, más fuerte, que tienen pinta de ser los vestigios estos. Hostias. Para mí que son directamente marcianos del planeta ese rojo que hay al lado de la luna, que no se llama Marte, pero como es un planeta diferente y es rojo, pues hasta que me aprenda el nombre se va a quedar con Marte. Luego tuvimos el sueño ese loquísimo de Clyde, que a mí al principio me costó porque es demasiado psicodélico y raro para mí. Pero bueno, también porque no estaba seguro de que fuese solo un sueño. Pero ya parece que sí, que no es más que eso. Entonces sí, eso sí me mola. O sea, puedo aceptar eso, que sea un sueño así psicodélico sin problema. Es difícil hablar a la vez que me pego con esta, ¿eh? Aprendí a usar el límite de este por fin, que es bastante loco. Casi eso. Dale, ¿por qué no le está dando? Ay, la musiquita está preciosa. Uy. A ver qué pasa ahora. ¿Qué más pasó? Cuando volvimos al pueblo habían hecho una matanza de toda la gente del pueblo. Bastante dura. Eso... Joder, con lo paranoico que estaba yo porque fuesen a traicionarnos y resulta que fueron majísimos y mueren todos. Pues eso, la madre de este precisamente, que por ser una racista de mierda y odiar a la gente con poderes, pues se ha reventado a todo el pueblo que les estaba echando una manita. Bueno, racista, ¿me entendéis? Y la gente a la que explotan en la mina, pues la tienen totalmente deshumanizada para no tener conflictos morales, ¿no? Por cierto, no he visto nada de gente racializada en el juego este, de momento. O sea, los conflictos de ese palo son eso. O sea, la gente a la que esclavizan no es por raza, es por magia. Porque directamente no he visto gente con raza. O sea, los sangreferra puede ser. No les he visto sin casco, creo. Igual sí, algún sacerdote, pero no me acuerdo bien. A ver, ahora si fallo, ¿qué pasa? Vale, que no le quito esa última vida. Y si vuelvo a fallar... Me tira al suelo. Aquí no se puede fallar, solo puedes tardar más o menos. No se puede fallar, solo pierdes puntos si te equivocas ahí. Pues es tan fácil darle. Pues eso, la madre, una rata que flipas. Que parece ser que el único sitio en el que trataban bien a los esclavos, a la gente con poderes, era en Rosaria. Y precisamente por eso la madre odiaba tanto a Clive y al padre por tratarles bien, por no ser un racista como ella. Ahora, ¿cuál es la relación de la madre con el emperador? ¿Está casada con el abuelo ese que le encantan las flores y va de hippie y es un imperialista de mierda? ¿O con el príncipe Bahamut? Eso todavía no ha quedado claro, pero parece que le han prometido algo muy gordo a la madre para que traicione así a sus hijos, hasta Joshua, que a Joshua se supone que sí le quería. ¿Qué más? El emperador este parece un chapuzas que flipas, que se le ocurren ahí sus ideas locas, se las encarga el consejo, de viejos ratas que se ponen a murmurar cada vez que dice algo y ya estáis, y él se desentiende y que se apañen, y al que no cumpla su orden, vale, que le corten la cabeza. ¿Qué más? El plan de Cid es destruir los cristales que están ahí, pues eso, cargándose, absorbiendo la energía vital del mundo y cargándose el mundo, básicamente. Entonces, no tengo muy claro cómo los van a destruir, cómo van a hacer, pues eso, que destruirlos no implique solamente romperlos en trozos más pequeños, porque eso no aporta nada. Si los pequeños también absorben la energía vital y se están usando igual y se han metido con ellos igual, ¿no? Es cuando le clavan ahí el puñal. A ver, aquí hay animaciones. Sí. Ups, me he equivocado. ¿Ahora qué? Me revienta. Una reventada muy relativa. Toma. Entonces, el próximo objetivo va a ser destruir los cristales, primero el de la capital del imperio. Que ese quiero verlo yo. Se va a aclarar rápido, creo, la duda de cómo destruirlos. Espero. Pero si vamos a ir ya para allá, tiene pinta de que sí. Y eso, el plan de Cid es destruir los cristales y que la gente pueda vivir eso sin reyes ni emperadores. No ha aclarado mucho más que eso. Y aprendiendo, pues tendrán que volver a aprender a cultivar y toda la vaina y dejar de depender de los cristales. Entonces, pues eso, decía en el otro vídeo que a ver si va a ser un ecofascista, pero si el ecologismo no es una excusa para la represión, el control de la población o el imponer la pobreza a la gente pobre, pues entonces no es ecofascismo, es solo pues antifeudalismo, porque aquí viene a ser feudalismo lo que hay, y ecologismo. Claro, no tenemos claro eso, la organización alternativa que propone Cid, más allá de su comuna, que son 20 amigos, no es generalizable a todo el mundo. Ups. Me la paró. ¿Y ahora qué? En los huevos me ha dado. Uf, qué imponente. Vale, no cambia demasiado toda la animación si me equivoco en un botón. O sea, 3 detalles y enseguida lo enlaza con la misma que si acierto. Ups. Hola. Casi va a morir. Toma. Es que aunque falle sigo metiéndole unas joyas buenísimas. Vale, y con esto creo que la mato ya. Sí. Uf. Vale, pues es que ni fallando todo pierdo. Doble S. ¿No habré conseguido más puntos que cuando lo intenté hacer bien? Creo que sí. A ver. Una S, madre mía, eso es bueno, ¿no? En la forma de medir de los yankees. Vale. Ah, no, segundo, vale, menos mal. Menos mal que no quedo primero fallando todo. Pero por poquito. Entonces, pues eso. El nuevo objetivo es destruir los cristales. Vamos a meternos a la capital y... Ah, bueno, los cristales, mi teoría es que, uno, no llevan mucho tiempo en la Tierra. Porque si llevasen mucho tiempo ya se habrían cargado el planeta hace mucho, viendo la velocidad a la que están avanzando las tierras estigias. Y yo creo que llevan pues unos 1000 años, igual un poco más. Tiene algo que ver eso con los alienígenas. Igual eso los trajeron los alienígenas y se quedaron aquí cuando los aliens se piraron. Y pues eso es algo relativamente nuevo, no me ha marcado todavía eras geológicas la presencia de los cristales. Y toca reventarlos. Y lo último es que Randall, el amigo Randall que se había ido a buscar setas al bosque, pues lo reventaron unos goblins. Lo que me faltaba ya para terminar de animarme el último capítulo lleno de muerte y destrucción. Eso fue intenso, se está poniendo muy oscuro esto. Me gusta que no sea una horterada como el 7 Remake en la que todos mueren y de repente ¡uy! No está muerto. Aunque bueno, también lo han hecho aquí alguna vez, con Joshua va a empezar. ¿Dónde está mi amigo Néctar? Bravo. Pero bueno, eso, que aquí claramente muere gente y además te enseñan el cadáver destrozado para que te duela. Y... Néctar. ¿Dónde te has metido? ¿Estará con el herrero? No. ¿Dónde está Néctar? Si no puedo avanzar si no encuentro a Néctar antes. Hola, Néctar por aquí. Buenos días. Pues tienes la enfermería aquí vacía, en el hospital. ¿Estará Néctar en el despacho de Cid? ¿Cid podrá hablar con los moguris? No. ¿Y tú quién eres? ¡Onda! Yeah. Qué motivación. Pues no está Néctar. Ups, ahora sí estoy preocupado. ¿Te imaginas que le pasa algo a Néctar? Dejo de jugar. No podría soportarlo. Pues vamos a hablar aquí con el mozo y seguimos avanzando. Ah, bueno. Habilidades. ¿Qué habilidades quiero llevar? Quiero probar las de Ifrit, sí, la verdad. Vale, ignición aquí. Y aquí las orbes candentes. Ah, uy, tengo el zarpazo evasor doblemente mejorado. Bien. Y el otra habilidad que tengo es garras fulmíneas. Vale, pues ese. ¿Qué incrementa el daño? Puede estar bien. Siempre me quejo de que hace muy poco. Creo que va a seguir haciendo muy poco. Pero bueno. A ver, seguimos. ¿Listos para ir a la capital? Yeah.
Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march.
Silvestre es el emperador.
Due south.
A ver.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme.
Fantástico.
No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go
North
through
Reach.
Lucky
No hay un atajo de Cid para
I might
esquivarlos.
just know of a way.
Sí. No necesito ropa discreta siquiera.
That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send the Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
La Dama.
That's good of you, but who is this dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman.
Mhm.
Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad.
Bueno,
I'll be
sí.
expecting a
Súper espabilado el
phone
play.
call when you get back.
¿Por qué tantas miraditas sospechosas? La lista de misiones. ¿A qué se refiere? ¿Va a haber muchas más misiones secundarias o qué? Lista de misiones de Gaute. Puedes comprobar las misiones disponibles que aún no has aceptado y desplazarte al lugar más cercano para hablar con el personaje que las activa. ¿Vale? O sea, eso significa que va a haber muchas más misiones.
Now to find Gav.
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you? Goat at your service. Well, at the hideaway service anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any
Libertadores.
problems that might warrant the attention of the curse breakers. Or
Curse
any
Breakers
other
lo ha llamado en
volunteers.
inglés. Rompe
There's no
maldiciones.
shortage of problems, I can tell you. Or maybe I don't have to. I'll warrant a strapping lad like you's got people begging him for help wherever you go. Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word. Reckon you could probably tick off the odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. But if that ain't enough, These have got proper bounties on them and all.
A ver, yo creo que he hecho todas. A menos que me hayan dado justo nuevas ahora. Que parece que sí. Una vida en libertad, las dos en el pueblito este. Zumbidos de los campos. Pues vamos a ir para allá ahora. Antes de hablar con Cid. ¿Qué? ¿Y aquí hay más? Esta no me salía. Bueno, vamos a empezar por los Wing. Venga, unos misioncitas secundarias y de chill en lo que nos preparamos para ir a la capital. Que recupere la práctica en combate. Y nada, eso. Que no nos metamos ahí a pelearnos con Bahamut de golpe.
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quinton a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. Man must have been a bloody tyrant. Can't get a peep out of them, try as I might.
They're probably terrified of you.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up.
Qué guay.
So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
Por supuesto.
I can try.
That'll do me. Tell them they're safe, and that if they need anything, they just have to ask.
I'll let them know.
Appreciate it. They're sitting over there, taking a long overdue breather, looks like.
O sea, que hemos hablado de ellos en su cara, como si nada. ¿Vale?
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly. I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
Bien traumatizados los tienen, es que me cago en sus muertos. Qué ganas de ir a la capital y ponerme a cortar cabezas. A ver si está muy lejos. No, voy a las 2 del tirón. Oscuridad total. ¿Qué es esto? Los secretos de un buen vino. Hoy estamos en la bodega. El tiempo de permanencia de los ollejos en el caldo, siempre que la uva se haya cosechado en época propicia, influye sobremanera en el sabor del vino. Además es necesario que el mosto esté en contacto con los ollejos, por lo que la mezcla debe bazuquearse, pero bueno, ¿qué es eso? Dispararle con un bazooka. Cada cierto tiempo. Tras el descube, el vino debe criarse en barricas de roble. El tostado de la madera, así como su porosidad, dureza y resistencia, aportarán las notas aromáticas. Ya sabéis, gente. Así se hace el vino. ¡Oli! Oye. ¿Qué tendrán? ¿Qué tendrán? ¿Qué intriga ahora? O sea, no me interesaba hasta que me lo ha dicho. ¿Y este perro de quién es? ¿Pero qué haces tú aquí? ¿Qué hacéis las dos aquí? ¿Cuándo habéis venido? Pero bueno, qué paranoica está todo el mundo. Madre mía, lo que han tenido que pasar estos. Este es un broncas y todo el mundo le odia. ¿Qué? ¿Me están dejando sin vino? Hamut puede esperar.
I suppose the smell's got 'em worked up. And little wonder. This'll be the finest crop we've ever
El
known.
mejor
if the
vino.
fiends don't eat it first. I
Bueno,
tried
bueno,
chasing 'em
bueno.
off myself, but they won't flee from the likes of me.
El bieldo, no sé qué es eso tampoco.
Master Quentin will have my guts for garters.
Ya sabemos también la siguiente misión, a matar a las avispas.
Will you put it to use for a comrade in need? Please. Rid us of these wasps so I can be about my business.
Para que podamos. Claramente quiere decir para que
I'll see
puedas.
to it.
Oh, thank you. You'll find them over at Gotan's Bales on the edge of town. And hurry, Lostwing needs those grapes.
Hip. Sí, aquí no hay agua. Solo se bebe vino. Que tampoco se cultiva con agua, se cultiva con magia. Y la otra misión era... ¿Por dónde llego ahí? Por arriba. Vale. Y esta música me recuerda un poquito a la del Dwarf Fortress. Me mola bastante. Que... Ahora tengo que volver a bajar. No, tengo que entrar aquí al laberinto. ¿O puedo bajar por aquí? Por aquí. Oh no, oh no. Hola, hola, hola. Aquí, lo he encontrado más o menos rápido. Increíble.
Can I have another
Oli.
cup, Daddy?
I'll have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
Gracias,
Not
tía.
for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade. Well, in that case, you may have whatever you require. Take all the bread and wine you
Ostras,
want.
qué diferencia. De 0 a 100 en un segundo.
One look at the innkeeper's mark.
Of course it is. I do as Master Quentin commands, as do we all. And Master Quentin commands that none of his favoured guests be left wanting. Well,
Camarada.
don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need and see that they eat their fill.
Bread and wine. Hopefully this'll be enough.
Que por cierto, tú vendes cosas.
If you've something to ask.
No sé qué he preguntado. ¿Quién eres en realidad? En cuanto a mi relación con Cid, compartimos ciertos intereses que nos han llevado a cooperar. La nuestra es tan solo una alianza de conveniencia. Un día le ayudo yo y el siguiente me ayuda él. Yo le dejo dormir en el suelo, él me desmonta todas las barricadas. Una relación equilibrada y sana. Ninguno de los dos nos metemos en la vida del otro. Sobre Lostwing. Cuando llegué, Lostwing no era más que un puñado de chozas derruidas ocultas entre las antiguas ruinas. El refugio ideal para escapar de la mirada inquisitiva del imperio. Pero cuando inspeccioné los alrededores comprendí que el terreno escondía una ventaja aún mayor. Gracias a su suelo fértil y la abundancia de agua y el clima soleado, era el entorno perfecto para cultivar ¡vino! Vides y hacer vino. Y con el tiempo ha quedado demostrado, nuestro marqués de Gaultand goza de gran popularidad en toda Balistía. Y sobre la incursión de Wallowed, son pocas las visitas que recibimos de soldados, pero esta es la primera vez que vienen unos de Cenicia. ¿En busca de qué? ¿El fantasma de un dominante? En cualquier caso, no me gusta la idea de que alguien de fuera ande husmeando por la aldea. Vale, tío, relájate. ¿Y dónde estaba el mercader? Ah, estaba por aquí. Ahí. Que igual tiene musiquita, hay que asegurarse. Píldoras heroicas. 40.000. Nunca voy a tener pasta. A ver.
Don't tell me. Turnips for supper.
Brother, did you see?
Yeah. Bread and wine from the tavern.
May we? Truly?
Qué agradable el ruidito.
Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
You're free now. And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
What happens to us now, brother?
Y hasta ahora me da mazo mal rollito sabiendo los alienígenas que salen de ahí. Uy, bueno, de ahí, de las ruinas.
That must be the vineyard. A few wasps shouldn't give me too much trouble.
Suena a que sí. A ver, habilidades nuevas. Vale, bueno, justo estas. Ah, es que son tan molestas. Me cago en sus muertos. Ah, las bolitas de fuego. Bueno, combina bien con la garra. Se me había olvidado. Pensaba que iba a hacerle el ala del fénix. Vale. Chupado.
Looks like that was the last of them. I better let Quentin's man know.
Oye, es que veo un objeto y no puedo no cogerlo. Dos guiles, es que para... Necesito coger 10.000 de esos para que me dé para una canción. Ah, igual eso, cuando ya he cogido el objeto la primera vez, respawnea, pero empiezan a ser solo guiles. No sé. Prefiero que no respawnee, la verdad. Ya pillaré guiles de otro sitio. A ver, ¿para qué usan este cristal? Ah, este es para el pescado, vale, cristal de hielo. Igual que antes, no veo la puerta.
Those wasps won't be interfering with your harvest anymore.
Oh, thank you. Master Quentin would have had my head if I'd lost the crop. I'd say you've earned a reward. Our Gotand Rouge fetches a handsome price among the rich and powerful of the realm. We use that money to keep our comrades fed and imperial wolves from our door. The vineyards were Master Quinton's idea. He wanted to give bearers a place to work, a place where they'd be safe.
Well, he certainly seems to have done that here. I'm glad I could help.
I'll see that he hears of your kindness. And once this vintage is ripe for drinking, there'll be a glass or two raised in your honor.
Jejeje. Lo recordaré. Más le vale que él también. Vale, esto estaría... Vamos para acá. A ver qué nos mandan en la fonda de Marta. Y la música de aquí era más barata, ¿no? Igual puedo pillar la de este mercader. Espera un segundo, señora. Aquí, sí, 20.000. The Founder's Footsteps. Bueno, pues luego la escuchamos.
I've seen your face before. You're a friend of Martha's. Help us, I beg you.
Uy, está desesperada.
Help you with what?
Bandits in the golden stables. They're waving their swords around. I think they're gonna kill someone. When I saw what was happening, I slipped out the back. I should have stayed, but oh, please help them.
Por supuesto.
All right. I'll see to your problem.
Thank you.
How many were there?
I was out of the door too fast to count.
Dentro de la
It's a
fonda.
nasty bunch, though. Be careful in there, all right?
Dentro de la propia fonda, ostras. Qué valientes. Se acabó la fiesta, chavales.
Ha! Golden stables, my ass. All Martha's hiding back here is coppers.
Oye, hay unas buenas ristras de ajo. ¿Qué más esperáis?
Oh, that's a fine sword, friend. Heavy though, I expect. What say we relieve you of it? Get him, lads. I want that blade.
Let's get this over with.
¡Dios! Ahí, contra la pared. Ah, no veo nada. ¿Ya está? Vale. Chupao.
I'll be keeping my blade, thank you.
There he is, the hero of the golden stables.
People will think twice about pushing us around again, thanks to you. We're lucky you were nearby. No good cowards wouldn't have dared set foot in the place if I'd been here, of course.
But you weren't.
Vale.
I thought you told me you had someone watching the place.
The Blood Axes keep an eye on the tavern, yeah. When they're not busy keeping the peace, that is. I've spread them as thin as they'll go. The Empire might be in charge, but that don't mean they care to keep us safe. If it weren't for the Blood Axes and me, merchants won't come near these lands for fear of what might happen to them.
I see. Then you do Rosaria a great service.
Just as you did today. You're a useful man to have around. Here.
Madre mía,
And there'll be
entre
a mug of something
esclavitud,
tasty waiting for
pobreza
you whenever you
y...
next stop by.
Right, we've got work to do for to make this place presentable.
Y
You best be going
delincuencia.
before I arm you with a mop.
Y en este pueblo había bastante prostitución también. O sea, la gente salía de aquí detrás era... Trabajadoras sexuales... ¿Seguís los dos aquí juntitos? Con la misma conversación. Mira, aquí el burdel. Claramente. Pues creo que ya están todas las secundarias de aquí. Y de todas partes. Vale, venga, ahora sí que sí. Ahora sí que sí. Nos vamos a la capital. Cid, ¿estás listo? ¿Cuánto tiempo? Ah, no, no es Cid, es Gap.
Well, someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as
Qué
you,
bueno.
Gav.
Eh?
¿Qué forma de flirtear es esta?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Ah, tiene 3 coletillas ahí.
Just the three of us, then.
Drake said is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Es que menudo ejército tiene de 3.
I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Esa es otra.
Ordinarily,
A ver.
finding an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
Qué rollo. ¿Los Icon tienen conciencia propia o les controla totalmente su dominante? Y me da que mientras estemos fuera va a venir Titán y se va a cargar la guarida. Estoy un poco acojonado con eso, la verdad. Que apareció el rata este espía de Titán, que nos había seguido hasta la guarida.
So, we're meeting in Northreach. But will I find Cid and Jill before this Dane finds me?
But how did the...
Hola, 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 qué lejos. ¿Y por qué me mandan aquí? ¿Quién ha dicho que la misión está aquí? Ah, bueno, vamos a ir por este camino nuevo. Fantástico. Se ha escabullido alguien a los viñedos a ver al mozo. Bueno. Se lo siguen pasando bien, aunque estén explotados. ¡Oh, chocobos! ¿Me avisaron un chocobo? Estoy aquí muy predispuestos.
Is it safe to ride to Northreach now?
I wouldn't say safe.
A ver, mapa de toda la zona. No hay mapa de toda la zona, tengo que ir explorándolo. A ver si veo a las dos. ¡Bien! Ya están muertas. Vale. ¿Puedo quitarme esto? No. Quita bien la embestida esa, ¿eh? No me parece demasiado estilosa. Pero bueno. ¡Hola, hola, hola, hola! Ah, bueno, es un dragón normal. Uy. Quita mucho eso, ¿no? Pues mi impresión. Ahí. ¿Las bolitas de fuego les subirán también el porcentaje? ¡Ay, qué mal! Bueno. Ups. No hay cofres, no hay nada. Ay, se me ha olvidado totalmente Torgal y el límite. Ah, mira, un cofre. Bien. Que el límite pues era aquí el momento de usarlo, pero bueno. Esos chocobos. Deja de tentarme. ¡Hola! Que se veía la capital desde aquí. Vamos, sí, se veía desde el castillo, que es ese. ¡Ole! Otra zona. ¿Esta zona es nueva? ¡Hola! Es enorme. Pista clara. Y aquí a la derecha hay algo. Algo misterioso. ¿Chocobos blancos? Ah, no, raptores. ¿Qué? ¡Qué guapo! Ups, me equivoqué. De elemento. ¡Dios! ¿Dónde está? Queda uno, ¿no? Ahí. Molan, de lejos parecía un chocobo. Es un pollo grande, básicamente. Y vale, entonces por esta zona no la he llegado a descubrir, venga. Creo que salga en el mapita a saber lo que hay por aquí. ¡Wow! ¡Qué de raptores! Vale, es un sitio pequeño. Con muchos raptores. ¿Y qué más? ¿Algo especial? ¿Algo me vais a mandar por aquí más adelante? Un cofre. ¡No! La verdad es que queda bastante cutre la habilidad esa, ¿eh? Como lo empuja ahí. No me gusta nada. Al Torgal se ha comido otros dos pollos por aquí. Vale, algún cofre más. Parece que no. ¿Y eso qué son? ¿Los antílopes del otro día? Sí, vale, que vais. Vale, el fuerte... ¿Ese es el mismo fuerte? Es otro distinto, creo. Dios. Sí, el fuerte lo tengo... Se supone que... A ver, si miro aquí el mapa, el fuerte lo tengo justo detrás. Ese es donde nos pegamos con Garuda, ¿vale? Bueno, mira, pues tiene todo bastante fortificado. Murallas por todas partes. Y este es el puesto de control que decían, ¿no? Bueno, ese objeto está muy lejos. Creo que voy a pasar. ¿Eso qué es? Es un lobo. Pensé que era un antílope también. Torgal, no te metas en líos. Ya recorreremos esto en Chocobo cuando toque.
The soldiers used to speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint.
Vale, va a tener algo que ver con el burdel.
Has friends in the south.
It all smells so
Welcome, good.
Ok.
Like a plum for the apple of your eye.
Uf, qué sitio tan denso.
Keep your hands to yourself. No one will buy anything that's been soured by a brand.
Ostras, ni que lo toque. Vale, bien.
Fruit's not getting any fresher.
welcome.
Hoja de Gaia, vale. Nada nuevo. Música, 50.000, cada vez más cara. Vale. Pues... Ah, espera, pensé que ese símbolo era de que tenía que hablar con ella. No, es aquí. Vale. Hola.
Have you no other bearers? Those two look rather used.
Uf, venta de esclavos, vale. Guay. ¿Y ese pájaro que hay a la derecha?
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Cid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Es que con esos cueros, Clive, están todas
Let us
salidas.
leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but... why would you...
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Cid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass
¿Y por qué he venido sin Jill?
unless...
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 Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
Vale. Espera, ese barco volador es el del refugio, ¿no?
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Clive, lo has pillado, ¿no? Estás suficientemente espabilado.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Get out of my sight, filth.
Ha sido bastante fácil, la verdad. La tía esta tiene a todos los guardias en el bolsillo. Nadie se atreve a ponerle problemas.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
Es que no vas discreto, tío.
And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have
Estaba
an
clarísimo.
arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
¿Cómo han llamado al burdel? Al The
Doesn't seem
Vale.
like I have much of a choice.
No conozco esa palabra. ¿Y este sitio? Menos callejuelas. Campo de entrenamiento imperial. La jarra férrea. El armero del dragón. Y aquí una zona enorme. Y un mercader misterioso. Aquí en mitad del vacío. Todavía me quedan varias zonas por explorar. Hay un sotanito. Y aquí todo esto. Y todo esto. Wow.
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late. Oh, don't tell me you've grown tired of us.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
Vale. ¿Se permiten perros?
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Cid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Cid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls.
A Cid no le conoce todo
Hacia
Dios.
has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. Though I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this.
¡Ole! Insignia de la noche.
Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now,
Handsome
I have
face of
matters to
yours.
attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
Vale. Dama de la noche aventurera entre los cuerpos. Up.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to help me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before, she was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you.
Ok.
Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
¿Y tú quién eres?
If the dame has given you her trust, then you have ours as well. Now you are always welcome here at the Vale.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm
Clive aguanta la
told you share a
tentación.
bedchamber with Tatienne.
Es trabajo importante.
Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every gil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison.
Igual va a haber que
Did you ever
matarle.
see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Y hay misiones secundarias por aquí, y muchas. Pero bueno,
Well then, I
así
suppose
sé
you'll need a
manejarme
little
por estas
something to
calles.
remember me by.
Excuse me, you there? The gentleman with the sword?
Hola.
I cannot help but notice you bear the moon and stars. So you are an associate of the dame's? Might I trouble you for some assistance? You'll be rewarded, of course.
And who exactly would I be assisting?
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant, though fortunate enough to count the dame among my acquaintances. I have business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was
Creo
hoping
que no soy la
someone
persona
might be
indicada.
kind enough to go in my stead. And who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would you be willing to help a fellow in his hour of need?
Why not?
Marvelous.
Lo
The
que
task
llegan
is
Cid y
simple
Jill.
enough. Pass through the gate and deliver packages to a few of my most valued clients.
Espera, volver a pasar por el control.
There are 3 in total. A
Es tentar
grocer,
la
an
suerte.
apothecary, and a distiller. You need only mention that the items you carry are fresh from the master's table.
Nothing dangerous, I hope.
Why, of course not. Merely trifles which folk beyond the checkpoint are keen to get their hands on. And though I cannot prevent you from peeking, I advise that you don't. Strongly advise.
Quiero saberlo. ¿Me lo dirán al entregarlo, al menos? No. Talegas pesadas. Joder, dime lo que es. Uf, es bien grande el sitio.
You're one of the dames, I see. Well, you'd best be back to the Vale before the sun sets.
Hola, hola, qué guay ese paisaje. ¿Puedo salir? Sí. Eso parece un cristal también, ¿no? Hay más cristales tochos, aparte de los cristales madre ultra tochos. Ah, ¡ey! Eso es un chocobo verde. Qué bonito todo. A ver. ¿Me van a usar para entrenar? Pues mi impresión.
Where's your commanding officer branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
Hey, you lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry always needs more bodies, though.
I'm just passing through.
I don't bloody believe it. The bastard's wearing the moon and stars.
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owns the place.
The dame laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a couple of the Emperor's finest?
I dare say there's ways of finding out. How about it, Branded? Care to show us how you earned that brooch?
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous souls that we are, Robin and I need to know the dame's being properly looked after.
Los solas estos no me van a pagar 1100. ¿De dónde salen esos?
Fine. If it'll put your mind at ease.
Oh, and just so you know, I won't be holding back. I suggest you don't either. Take a moment to get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want you whining about an unfair fight.
Vale. Pues me voy a cambiar las habilidades porque sobre todo la carga es fea, muy fea, y las bolitas son aburridas y molestas. No me han gustado estas. ¿Las cuales me gustan? La del Fénix. La garra esta me gusta. Y esta no lo sé. ¿Puede ser que me guste más esta que las garras fulmíneas? Puede que sí, la verdad. $500, ahora sí. Os voy a poner el ciclón lacerante, que llevo mucho sin usarlo. Y aquí vuelvo a lo de siempre. Vale, entonces hay que volver a cambiar esto. Sí. Vale.
Now, let's get the measure of you, shall we?
If that's what you want.
Cocky bastard. All right, let's be having you. Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding. Use all the dirty tricks you want, Brandon.
Ay.
All right. So you know one end of it.
Que te calles.
Enough.
Cero piedad.
Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? So it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine.
Fuck me.
Sword up, bearer. Let's have
Venga,
some fun,
eso
shall we?
espero.
Had a
Uy.
bearer. We win the dame's favor anyway?
By knowing when to hold my tongue for a start.
Madre mía, no tienes ninguna agilidad tú, caballero. ¡Dios! ¡Dios! ¿Cómo has sobrevivido a eso?
You got potential. I'll give you that.
¡Que te mueras! ¿Podría matarles del todo? Nada, sería llamar demasiado la atención. Qué pena. Y el de la cicatriz en el ojo que maltrata a la chica. ¿Me dejarán matar a ese?
Grieger's gash. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
The dame's man or no, he's still a branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Vale.
Yeah, not after the bollocking he gave us for missing drills. Might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance. At least we know the dame's in safe hands, I suppose.
Me vais a ver esta tarde y nunca más, así que algo sospechoso va a ser.
Tell her we got a good few hits in, eh?
Orgullo y perjuicio. Vale. Ah, no puedo atacarles. Pero ahí detrás hay algo. Ahí detrás hay algo. Ay, se me olvidó otra vez usar el límite. No, no me dejan hacer parkour. Qué poca libertad.
Heard the bones fell favorably. To the Vale, then, is it?
No quiero hacer la principal todavía. Ya pasaré por aquí luego.
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars, but thank goodness I found you. Can I trust you to be discreet?
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her endeavors. As unlikely as it may seem, there are those within the upper echelons of Sambraquois society
Anda, mira.
who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
All right. But what do you want from me?
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, and yet many would see their servants starve. Not for the want of coin, simple fare cost little more than a pittance, but to revel in the suffering of others, a simple act of cruelty. Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their bearers fed. And despite my best attempts at secrecy, my efforts to dole out comestibles have been noticed. Which brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom. A freedom I could sorely use.
Esta rata, cero revolucionario. Lo único que quieres es que sobrevivan para poder seguir esclavizándolos. Hipócrita.
Oh, thank you. An extra meal may not seem like much, but it will make all the difference. Here, deliver these, but keep them hidden. Quickly now. What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And today that happens to be the barracks. 3 bearers, overworked and underfed, not permitted a moment's rest.
It's no wonder so many die before their time.
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. People will view this act of mercy as an undermining of the Empire's authority. Be discreet for both our sakes, and for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished, a word in the ear of one of the Dame's girls would be appreciated.
You won't be staying then?
I'm afraid not. I'm expected back in the capital, and have already
También se ha puesto en el sitio más discreto para hablar conmigo de estas cosas. Muy poco subversivas, pero lo suficiente para meterse en problemas. Pues te pones en el palco, que te vea todo Dios. Mira, mira qué discreción.
We can't let people starve as well.
Madre mía, qué misiones tengo por aquí.
Are you waiting for it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
Looks like now's not the time.
Vale, bueno, al menos ahí sí ha sido discreto. Live. A ti sí te puedo dar.
You look like you need a rest.
Not half as much as I need this. Thank you. I don't eat it here, though. Not where anyone might see.
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him. Me and many others.
That's something at least.
O sea, que darles de comer me parece bien. Pero que quedase satisfecho con eso, el pavo de antes. Eso es lo que me parece mal. Vale, a la derecha.
These crystals here are for citizens only.
Hola, qué guay, comercio de cristales al por mayor. Ahora sí, parkour, cuando menos me lo espero, vale. En verdad es bien épico. Aquí se lo tengo que dar. Ya me la está liando el marcador este aquí. ¡Moza!
I have something for you.
From the Chamberlain. Thank you. You need to leave. Now. Please.
Branded! Who told you to rest? Stoke those damn flames.
Uf, y tiene la mano y el pie cristalizados ya, o sea, petrificados.
Out with it. If not, return to your post.
¿Torgal me está siguiendo? Porque normalmente no lo estoy viendo. Sí, me sigue, vale. O sea, no me estoy fijando en él. Pero de repente le veo en una esquina mirándome. Y ¿cuándo has venido tú? Ahora sí me dejan pasar tranquilo ya. Ya que me conocen. Va.
No one's allowed through the gate.
However do they get that? There's nothing here for your kind, Branded.
Hoy estoy en de pulseritas.
I have a delivery from Etienne. Fresh from the master's table.
Why didn't you say so? Times are hard. But this here'll make them less so. For a while at least. Sorry about the welcome. Meant nothing by it. You wait right here.
Quiero eso. Rata. ¿Qué me vas a dar?
Yeah.
¿Una pulserita?
You can tell Etienne I'm a man of my word.
Perfume.
Oriflamme's finest. Just as promised.
Ni siquiera es para mí, maldita rata.
I'd be dead in a ditch if it weren't for Etienne's blessings.
¿Qué será?
I have no business with Branded.
Well, I have business with you. A package.
Uy, qué estilo tiene el pavo de atrás, ¿no?
I do not know you. Where is the merchant, Etienne?
Somewhere the gate guards won't be paying him or his affairs any mind.
Fine. Hand over the goods and be gone. This is lighter than usual. Branded, if I discover you have played me false...
¿Qué?
I can always take it back.
You will do no such thing. Your master should cut out your insolent tongue. Had you been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped in chains. Payment. Take it and get out of my sight.
Cigars.
Those cigars are worth more than your life. Do be careful.
¿Y tú qué? ¿Con ese estilo no vas ni a saludar? Pues nada, qué pena.
What did you say was in these pies again?
I warn you now, I don't sell to your kind, whether you have the coin or not. Where's your master anyway?
Etienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own bearer. Business must be booming. All right, quickly now, before the guards notice. That isn't a burden off my back.
¿Qué es?
And
Quiero saber qué es.
Is for Etienne.
All this for a drink.
Not just any drink. The very best. Specially distilled for my most discerning customers. The guards find
Estoy
that.
pasándoles droga,
Sees
yo
it
creo.
before you can blink. You keep it well hidden. All right. If Etienne likes it, tell him there's more where that came from. For a price, of course.
Of course.
El trabajo precario que me faltaba. Narco.
It's expensive taste. The question is, how can they afford to maintain them? I suppose there's only one way to find out.
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late.
Ah, you have returned.
I believe these are yours.
Molaría quedármelos, la verdad.
Delightful. The dame will be pleased.
You don't say. And would she be pleased to learn what you had to exchange for those items?
You mean the crystals? No need to be coy, my boy.
Why not just tell me in the first place?
An honest man wears deception like shackles about his ankles. I couldn't risk you stumbling under the gaze of the guards. After all, we both know the punishment for dealing in unsanctioned crystals, even such morsels as I provide. And if you don't know what this day's work may have cost you, then, well, I dare say you'll sleep all the better for it. Despite the risk, our friends beyond the wall gladly give their finest and most treasured wares for the paltry crumbs I trade in.
I didn't realize crystals were so scarce here.
As scarce as chocobo teeth, hence the thriving market for even the scantest
Que
fragments.
se inventa la traducción.
Do you think it vulgar that I profit from the hardship of others?
I think you're doing what you believe is necessary.
As rare as a chocobo teeth.
Indeed.
Un végimo
And I
verde.
don't doubt the dame would agree. A reward for a job well done. I have the goods I was commissioned to gather, and the guards are none the wiser. I thank you, as will our mutual friend when she hears of how you have aided me.
Vale, tío.
Did one of them get on this side?
¿Me queda uno más por aquí? No, este solo. Y ya la principal. Sigue siendo un mal momento. ¿Cuándo puedo ir?
Enough! Curse you! Get away from me! You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you!
Here. It looks like you need it.
The Chamberlain must have sent you, but alas, my work is far from over. If I don't go now, they'll beat me.
You need to rest.
But I won't. I've wounds to heal and bones to mend.
Ahora me siento culpable por darle una paliza a los otros.
Don't wait. That's what my hunger. Thank you, though.
Ostras, el percal.
A drover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway, I'd better head to the Vale.
Vale, primero al Vale, al burdel y luego a seguir con la misión.
All right. Are you here for business or pleasure?
Business, though not my own. The Chamberlain put me to work delivering food.
Ah, so he found someone to help him then. Just as well. I hear his friends back at court have been taking a little too much interest in him of late.
So he really is a Chamberlain.
There was a time when he was the Vale's most illustrious customer. Us girls thought of him as a generous uncle. He was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered by the way the Empire treats its bearers.
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of Northreach's starving masses. My sisters and I may have lost an uncle, but bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't grumble. Much.
Glad to hear it.
Gives you faith, though, doesn't it? To know there are people out there like him. And you, for that matter. It's no wonder the dame's got a soft spot for you.
Porque voy súper sexy sobre todo.
Better be going.
Vale, y también me da la sensación de que los que trabajan ahí en las altas esferas de la corte están muy quemados del emperador y sus mierdas. O sea, por cómo reaccionaban todos cada vez que el emperador decía algo. ¿Te refieres a una guerra de conquista? Y todos les parecía fatal. Todos a murmurar. Pero lo hacen, por supuesto. Pero igual acaban cortándole la cabeza al caballero. O algo así.
Heard the bones fell favorite.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off.
Joder.
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around.
Ay, que esté fuera del pueblo.
On account of him being in war. Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you.
Amor.
Where's the last village on the road to Oriflamme? I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Vale. O sea que vamos a avanzar.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Bla, 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 cuenta todo. A ver el expresivísimo movimiento de brazos. Ni siquiera te hace así con el brazo.
Oh, Tatiana, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor, more than one in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
Vale, pues nada, me mola explorar el mundo por aquí. Con calma las ciudades del imperio. No veo de momento oleadas de inmigrantes ni mierdas de esas. Pensé que aquí en la puerta habría, en el control. Pero pues a saber dónde se están acumulando los migrantes. Tíos, las cabras saltando por ahí.
That's enough for today, Branded.
Más secundarias, a ver. Es una zona bien grande. Ya nos mandarán por aquí, imagino. ¿Y eso es la capital ya? Ah, no, será el pueblo. O el pueblo va a ser esto. Pues nada, pensé que se iba a liar mucho más rápido ahí colándonos en la capital. ¿Qué?
Late for what?
Did they tell you nothing? A wild beast is savaging my
Bien.
boy. Well, don't just stand there gawping. Rescue
Bien,
him.
porque vamos a pelear con un bicho gigante. No porque están matando al hijo del esclavista.
I see they've
Por
sent
favor.
me a Branded with a spine for a change. He's over that way, towards the coast. Go and see that you kill the beast.
¡Vamos! ¿Tendrá un hijo majete que merezca vivir? No sé yo. Pero le voy a hacer esperar un poco al hijo. A ver si este me va a mandar también por ahí fuera. Esta. Lisette.
Have you seen my Chloe? I let her out of her pen while I did my chores, but she hasn't come back yet. I think she's lost. Please, can you help me look for her?
¿Qué es Chloe?
I can't promise I'll find her, but I'll try. Describe her to me.
She's beautiful white hair. She lets me stroke her when I'm sad. She's ever such a good girl. So quiet and kind. And she likes walking in the wheat. I know the fields are big, but she's never got lost.
Molaría que fuese una moguri.
Oh, she must be starving too.
No me lo han aclarado.
Anything since yesterday. It is my job to feed her.
In that case, let's not keep her waiting. That's a lot of field to search. With a little luck, someone might have seen her.
Sí, vamos a preguntar. Hola.
You work these fields? I need to ask you something.
A Branded. And an outsider at that, judging by the lack of manners.
¿Y no se saltan vallas en este pueblo o qué?
Tell me that.
Because a girl from the village asked me to find her pet, Chloe. Have you seen her?
Chloe, is it?
Es un
little Miss
muñeco.
Head's plaything. Last I saw, the filthy creature was sniffing about the windmill. That girl's old enough to know she should tie her pet up when she's finished playing with it.
¿Qué?
The windmill.
¿He leído mal? ¿Qué ha pasado?
Off with you now. I won't have idle Branded underfoot.
¡Hop! Ah, que se estaban comiendo al hijo del otro. Ups, luego voy. Aquí está. ¿Es este? No.
Chloe.
Chloe es blanco.
More brown than white. You're not Chloe, are you, girl? Is that
Oh no.
someone napping on the job?
Está
I
petrificadísimo.
hope they don't mind the interruption.
Se ha palmado. Uf. Uf. Uf.
The crystal's curse.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
¿Qué?
What?
Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home. Chloe?
¡Qué turbio!
Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favorite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could be months before Dad gives me another one.
¡Qué juego tan turbio! Por favor, quiero cosas alegres y bonitas en mi vida. No quiero esclavitud y cadáveres.
A plaything. Do you really not care that she's
Muy
dead?
bien, Clive.
She's not dead. She's a rock.
That? The crystal's curse? That's just how she died. And now she's gone forever. Giving another bearer her name won't change that.
No, don't say that.
Bien, Clive. Traumatízala.
And without that brand, she would have been just another girl. Somebody's daughter. Just like you.
Dad said bearers don't have parents.
They do. Parents that give them away. Families they'll never see again. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in. Remember that. And remember her.
Bien, Clive. Traumatizada para siempre. Bien traumatizada. A ver si... Joder, macho, qué turbio esto.
I'm so sorry, Chloe.
Ay...
The wolf! It's going to eat me!
Not if I can help it.
Súbete a un árbol o algo, ¿no?
Stay back. I'll deal with this.
Wow, qué estilo. Y que de burocracias por haber matado a un lobo. A ver qué pasa con el niño. ¿Será majo? No tiene pinta. Ni la niña es adorable, era maja. A ver este.
No! You weren't supposed to kill Wolfie. You were supposed to die. Father will have you whipped for this. Bearers aren't supposed to win. They never win.
What is this? Your father said you were being attacked.
You're not supposed to talk. Stop looking at me like that. We were only having fun.
Having fun?
Why are you still speaking? Father will hear of this.
La leche. ¡Hala, hala! Oh.
The wolf's work, no doubt. But it's not the wolf that's to blame.
Con el pie petrificado.
Someone needs to put an end to this. Before it happens again.
Ostras, la gente está de la olla, tú. Bueno. Sabemos en qué esclavismo se han inspirado para estas movidas, ¿no? Esto en Yanquilandia se hacía y se sigue haciendo. Bueno, siguen. No impunemente, tienen que esconderse, pero ahí sigue el Ku Klux Klan. Y ahí siguen asesinando a... al que pueden.
How dare you frighten my son? You slaughter his poor pet.
Y quiero que me pagues encima, sí.
Gall to return, head held high. That wolf was trained. Better trained by far than your worthless kind. You are the entertainment, nothing more. And we are most certainly not entertained.
Me recuerda al pavo este de Attack on Titan.
You'll pay for what you've done.
Que le manda los perros a la hermana del padre.
I don't like him, father.
¿Cómo se llamaba?
You're not the
La hermana de Grisa.
bought, are you? How dare you deceive me? Well, the sins of the slave are the sins of the master. Go, summon the unlucky wretch you answer to.
Uf, cuando nos peguemos... pues me apetece más decirle que no tengo dueño. La verdad, a ver qué pasa. Aunque ese padre seguro que conoce a la dama muy bien.
I'm my own master. I'm beholden to no one. And I take orders from no
Doy por
one.
hecho que no voy a meter en problemas.
Do you think I cannot see that brand on your face?
Shut your mouth and listen.
Bien.
Those bearers you killed, they were people. They felt fear and pain, just as you do. And unless you wish to share in their suffering, you would do well to remember we are not your playthings.
Ahora hay una revolución de esclavos muy guapa. Y encima épica con peleas de icons de fondo.
Can't we just buy another hound? A bigger one, a better one.
Of course, my son. I'll have the villagers fetch us another. With jaws powerful enough to nip this branded's head clean off his shoulders.
¡Uy, me quedo sin recompensa! La gente aquí está fatal.
But I can't just leave those bearers lying out there. They deserve a proper burial. That much I can do at least.
Enterrador, otro trabajo. Espera. Hay una cosa muy importante que necesitamos hacer. ¡Ratas! Molaría poder matarles, jo. Molaría mucho. No, el niño todavía se puede salvar si su padre muere pronto, pero el padre, cero esperanza. Bueno, se está haciendo de noche. Esto tarda un rato.
More victims of the nobles' games.
Mira, gente maja.
You must be Clive.
Mira.
How do you know my name?
The dame. I'm in her service, like yourself. Never gets any easier, burying the dead.
Is that what you're here to do?
The mistress has me see to it that none are left to the crows. Since you're here, can you give me a hand?
Gladly. Let's put them to rest.
May their burden finally be lifted. I take it you slew the nobleman's pet?
I did. Now I expect they'll find another soon enough. And when it gets here, more bearers will die. How can they think so little of sending us to the slaughter?
Simple. Because you are not them. Bearers are tools when they're needed, and toys when they're not. And if one breaks, well, you can always buy another. Still, such attitudes don't always go unpunished.
Father! Father!
Is this your doing?
Of course not.
Claro que no.
Wolves kill. It's in their nature. Invite one into your home, it's gonna tear your throat out eventually. Same with bearers. Dead or not, they don't lack for fangs. What will folk do when they bite back, I wonder? The realm's less two murderous bastards, and I won't mourn the loss. Here. For their help.
Ostras, se está poniendo muy oscuro este juego.
Take it. You never know. Our paths may cross again. Till then.
Muy oscuro. Ey, ese templito de detrás. Muy turbio se está poniendo esto. O sea, ya no es solo que es la esclavitud, pero tortura y asesinatos muy explícitos con niños de por medio.
The people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says. It's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon.
You don't think he's a deserter, do you?
Chocoberizas, me dijo que trabajaba el amigo, ¿no? ¿Dónde está eso? Joder.
Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarrelling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for the constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he
Mm-hmm.
claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value and was quite vehement about my appraisal. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound.
Vale,
But as it
qué suerte.
happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may
Las
sound.
ruinas.
My thanks.
Not at all. I would do anything for the dame.
Se van ahí a liarse en privado.
Be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful. I mean, most helpful.
¿Dónde están las ruinas? Allí. ¿Y tú quién eres?
You are fortunate to have fallen into the dame's good graces, but her influence wanes the further you stray from Northreach. Remember that. my wayward lamb.
Eso es una amenaza en toda regla. Uf, es que va a llegar el punto... Viendo cómo acaba lo del padre y el hijo y el lobo, va a llegar el punto en el que se líe parda aquí. Con los esclavos. Mira, se han venido aquí a echar un polvete y se los han comido los lobos. A los dos no, por favor, que la chica esté bien. No, tío. Un juego terrible. Menudo juego terrible. Por favor, quiero dejar de enterrar a la gente.
Damn it all. Bodies. Well, the wolves have been busy, but the blood is long dry. So it is you, Tatien.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to sea every night. You said her name was Tatien.
You. Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's going to find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatien is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
I need to tell Isabel.
Maltratador de
Perhaps the
mierda.
comb will give her something to remember Tatien by.
Tío, ¿por qué tiene que morir la chica?
Weren't expecting any new brand.
Este tiene música.
Buy, sell, or be gone.
Okay.
Good riddance.
You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived.
Bien, por fin.
They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then? I see. My dear Tatien. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home.
Y
But rarely do
gilipollas
such
también.
tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
Vale, pues está esto bastante deprimente. Voy a llegar hasta donde están Cid y Jill. Y lo dejo ahí ya para que el siguiente capítulo sea un poco más animado, porque madre mía.
The Veil counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army.
Tienes información importante, por supuesto.
The looser-tongued gentleman. It would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Hay que esperar a que se piren.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will. And thank you again.
O sea que se va a liar parda. Se va a liar parda muy pronto. Espero que en el próximo vídeo. Pero bueno, voy a llegar hasta donde están Cid y Jill. ¿Por dónde es? ¿Cómo llego ahí? Ah, por este camino, vale. Y pues eso. Espero. ¿Bailaremos con Bahamut ya? Molaría. ¿Destruiremos el cristal? Se parece demasiado grande. Demasiado imposible. Y como no haya inventado una técnica para cargárselo del todo. Igual nos cuenta ahora. Si hablo con ellos igual empieza el lío. Voy a hablar con ellos, no, venga, a ver que me den un poco de vidilla antes de cortar. Qué guay el sitio.
Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, the deserter come home.
Which is why we'll be taking the back door.
Tienes que recargarle la luz al cristal, ¿cómo? La capital. ¿Burdel? Ah, vale, Burdel. Vale. Pensé que Burdel era el nombre de la ciudad, me he rayado.
Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a...
Ni más incómodo.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
So then, how do we proceed?
We'll be using the glass gate. Tonight, just after sunset.
Where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrek.
But not the most, which is a start. Besides, I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut. And how exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
Let's just say I may have attempted something similar before. And may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut, but that's not important.
Uf, vale, ahora sí va a estar Bahamut, por favor.
Sid, if the mother crystals truly are the cause of the blight...
¿Cómo se rompen?
You wound me, Jill.
What I'm trying to say is, if the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
An outlaw.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools, and the most dangerous.
But what makes them think they have the right to use us? To leave us to die when our bodies are
Sí
sick?
que tienen el poder para hacerlo, sin más.
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic? Our fate means nothing to them. No, this isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried, but nothing ever gets through. The world is simply not ready to listen. So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the Outlaw. Ah, that'll do me.
You might at least pretend to take this seriously.
Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain. But first, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.
Uf, guapísimo. Northridge. Vale. Y he estado por estas costas y paseando por aquí y tal. Vale. Vale, pues aquí lo voy a dejar, gente. Otro capítulo de misiones secundarias y pasar por el campo que me gusta. Y misiones bastante deprimentes que me gusta también, en realidad, porque me gusta el juego, que sea un juego serio y que trate temas así de crudos, ¿no? Pero, ostras, es duro como lo presenta y eso todo, cadáveres, gente que en principio te cae bien, una chica que parece que está maltratada por un marido o por un novio súper celoso, ¡pam!, muerta. Un chaval al que está explotando el tabernero del otro pueblo, ¡pam!, matado por los goblins. La mascota de una niña, ¡pam!, de repente es una humana que ha muerto petrificada y la niña la trata como un juguete. O sea, está bastante turbio y oscuro. Y me gusta que lo aborden así de explícito. El tema prostitución, bueno, simplemente está ahí, como que no se moja en nada, solo pues es algo que existe y punto. Me gusta más que lo traten así como en este juego, que como tratan en el 7 remake el Honey Bee Inn, que te meten ahí como, la profesora tiene que prostituirse por las noches, qué gracioso. No me gusta nada el tono en el que lo tratan en el remake. Aquí sí, aquí es un tono, bueno, pues eso, no se mojan ahí de, pues eso, que sí lucha de las prostitutas, que sí mierdas así, mierdas con mucho cariño, pero bueno, que están ahí y es un mojón. Molaría que hubiese sobrevivido la chica, pero bueno, eso ya es porque soy blandito. En fin, eso es todo por hoy. En el próximo vídeo igual se lía con Bahamut, espero que sí. Bahamut, Shiva, Ifrit y el pavo este de rayos de Cid, ¿cómo se llame? ¿Cómo se llama? Me sale Ixion, pero ese es el del 10. Ramuth, joder, Ramuth. Pues eso, aquí hay material para que se líe pardísima. Y este cristal es enorme. Y por lo que he entendido, vamos a entrar por las minas. En fin, que si queréis ver cómo se lía en el próximo vídeo, dadle like, suscribiros y nos vemos en la próxima. ¡Chao, chao!